Hello, folks, and welcome to the Weekender. In this week's show, the Japanese join Bolt Action. We get paranoid about a funny new sci-fi game, and we delve into a brand new fantasy world and miniatures range. Plus, you have the chance to win a £50 voucher thanks to the folks at Warlord Games by commenting here on YouTube or over on Tabletop. Without further ado, let's dive in. Your weekend starts here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Weekender. This week, I am joined by the wonderful John. Hello, John.
Hello.
How you doing, brah? And also, because I'm gangster like that, and also, we have Shay. Hello, Shay. How you?
Hello, everybody. You're not a gangster.
No, I'm not gangster.
You're not a proper gentleman.
Hello, fellow kids.
He's the one that stays up late.
Kids.
He's the one that stays up late to watch QI.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why I'm tired.
You definitely don't pay your TV license, do you?
I do. Yeah.
I don't know.
I was paying my university TV license for 3 years longer than I needed to because I forgot. So I was paying twice.
Wow.
I'm great.
Does that mean you get 3 years off?
Alas, no. The government doesn't work like that.
They'll never allow you to do that.
Yeah, much like the computer. And we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show. But yes, we've had a great week. Lots of fun things on the channel. We had a really interesting interview with the designer behind Butcher and Bolt, which is pretty cool. So another World War II game coming out. And also, there was a really awesome unboxing where we looked at a really nice terrain building book as well at the start of the week. So definitely want to go and check out on that front as well. So lots of things on the channel. And of course, we have a jam-packed show for you as well. So without further ado, we're going to dive into the news.
Coming to you from the center of Northwestern Europe. Covering board games, war games, card games, and all that you love. It's the news.
So yes, diving straight into the news, we have some awesome stuff coming up for Bolt Action, John.
We do, yes. So Bolt Action is continuing with their 3rd edition expansion. And what's coming up now is the World War II Japanese. The Imperial Japanese Army is here with a brand new box of plastics, which we get 30 of, 30 infantry in the box with tons of options for weapons, helmets, all sorts of different bits and bobs. And you can see that second image there. That is part of the Naval Landing Force. They have little anchors on their helmets and stuff like that.
Oh, that's cool.
So they're the more... They're the more veteran, the more elite kind of forces, kind of akin to the American U.S. Marines. You know.
Oh, I see.
Does that make them more or less likely to banzai charge? I can never tell with the Japanese.
That is a very good question. It probably means they're more likely to. I would imagine.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Banzai levels rising.
The weapon options are quite vast in this because the Japanese are very interested in getting up close. Yes. So, for example, we have our rifles with our sword bayonets in there. We have various close combat anti-tank weapons, which, and the Japanese Bren gun, which I can't remember the name of, the Type something.
Type 59?
It's
9 LMG, is that the one?
The 99.
99.
The light machine
I
gun.
love how, in case he runs out of ammo, he's got his bayonet just in case.
Oh, yeah.
Or more than likely, he's got ammo in case he runs out of bayonet.
Yes.
Yeah. I love that sort of foliage stuff they've put on.
Yeah, the jungle fighter vibe.
Nice.
Yeah, that's that screams to be like prepared for it, you know, sort of makes them look very sneaky and sinister in their own way.
Super cool.
But then jungle fighting, you probably want to cover yourself in some kind of camouflage. Of course, we have the usual Japanese fare in here. We have katanas and stuff like for the officers and the leaders of the units and all that sort of thing. As I said, close combat anti-tank weapons. They have the
crazy
shaped
lunge
charge
mines and stuff.
The lunge mine. They have the shaped charge anti-tank mine. I would not want to be within 100 yards of the guy carrying that. because that's insane. Because everything about that is insane. But effective. It worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the scary part of it. There's also a medium machine gun team in there as well.
Yes.
We'll not skip that out either.
No bayonet, though.
Would it have been, well, maybe in a different universe we would have seen bayonets on, medium machine guns and heavy machine guns.
That's where they strap their katana to the machine gun.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Or they're like a daikatana or something like that.
Very good, yeah.
Terrifying. Yeah. So along with the platoon box, we also have the book, which is coming as well. Obviously, Armies of Imperial Japan.
Yes.
The release schedule seems to be quite decent, quite sort of well-paced. It's letting everybody settle down into their armies before throwing a load of new stuff out there. We also have a special figure with the pre-order.
We do.
It is the very interesting fellow himself, Hiro Onoda. This is the guy that became famous because he didn't hear that World War II had ended.
No.
And kept on in the jungle on an island and was found, what was that, 20-something years later?
29 years later.
29 years later.
Yeah.
The man lived a full life in a jungle believing they were still fighting.
Well, I think there's another image of him further down as well, actually. But I think what's quite nice about that is that you could use him effectively in two different periods, because you could use him during World War II when he's fighting, and then you could do it 29 years later as kind of like a Cold War-esque thing, where a team sent in to try and deal with him or something, and you could have some kind of cool Predator-style action where he's actually just a badass to get everyone down.
Cold War era US Marines, just doing a patrol or something in the jungle, and they don't realize that that World War II still happens here.
Kind of nailed on for something conflict-y as well, Conflict 47 as well, maybe. That could be kind of cool. So,
very true.
So along with the book, we also have a new starter army as well. That's going to contain the new plastic infantry, as well as some artillery and some tanks.
Yeah,
because
somehow the Japanese Emperor returned.
Oh, that's...
It's a Star Wars joke. Let me have it.
It was a terrible Star Wars joke.
Oh, shut up. Sorry, John. What's in the set?
So yeah, as you can see, we have all the new infantry in there. We have two vehicles. We have the Chiha medium tank and the Horo assault gun. Both tanks still exist today. There's still a couple of examples around. Inside the Chieftain's Hatch had a look at a Horo in a museum and decided it was actually a pile of junk. He said he couldn't understand why the Japanese did anything with it.
Joy.
There you go. Yeah. Japan and tank development in World War II wasn't very good. It was more we want this steel to build tanks, and the Navy went, why do you want tanks? We have ships.
Yeah.
You're doing an island hopping campaign. Why do you need tanks? We are your support.
That is interesting. You'd think they would be much more of a focus on the naval side of things and things like that. But I suppose there was, but yeah.
There was a massive... When they decided they needed tanks for their infantry force, it was very... and this is going to sound awful, me saying it, they had a very French mentality to it, because they decided to spread tanks out through things. So like an infantry platoon might have a tank in support. Right. Whereas everyone, by the time America got into the Pacific War, they realized, it's a platoon of 5 tanks will support a company of infantry. So there was always going to be more and better stuff around them.
Nifty.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, a good starting point for someone diving into Imperial Japanese stuff then, John, I would imagine. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. Because if you're getting 30 odd infantry or 42 infantry in the starter force.
Yes. You get a few extra bits and bobs, yeah.
Yeah, including your extra bits and bobs. So I mean, you've got more than enough for a rifle platoon to start you off, and a couple of vehicles for support, and a little bit of artillery.
Nice.
You have everything.
Little hole box.
I know, I've seen that.
It's brilliant. It's such a good wee addition.
Just a tiny little pit.
I don't know if you've had it. Have you ever played around with the previous Japanese infantry set for Bolt Action at all, John?
Not built any Japanese. I think no. Tell a lie. We did a painting tutorial on a tank.
Yes.
There you go.
Because someone was asking whether or not those new ones will measure up to the old ones. I'd reckon they're probably going to be about the same. I would imagine they're going to be.
They're going to be close. They because I'm familiar with the British line,
right, and how they've
got a refresh recently. They are, as a couple of the comments have rightfully said, they are leaning more into the more chunky proportions. Mm-hmm. They're trying to bring it back into that sort of Commando comic style.
Yeah,
sort of more burly kind of looking stuff, which is absolutely fine because the kits they've brought out for the British and the Americans and the Germans are all great.
Yeah, they look fantastic. Yeah.
They fit the aesthetic that Warlord are aiming for.
Excellent. Super cool. I'm sure there's going to be even more stuff popping up for the Japanese in the near future as well. So lots of things to look forward to on that front. They've done loads of cool stuff for the Soviets and things, which were the last book to come out. Yeah. So all going in the right direction for Bolt Action and the new editions, which is fantastic.
Getting a big upswing in interest as well.
Yeah.
Yes. World War II forever.
God bless.
Moving on from World War II, we also had a really a bit of a surprise announcement from Modiphius this week because they have announced pre-orders for a brand new game set in the Paranoia universe. So for those folks who are unaware, Paranoia is a role-playing game where you take on the role of troubleshooters who are sent by the computer, the Overlord, the mightiest of all things that cannot be wrong, to go and solve all sorts of terrifying situations. The situations that you must go and deal with and the terrifying aliens and monsters and things that you are faced with are nearly always insurmountable. And the chances of your survival are pretty much nil. So that makes a perfect excuse to dive into a cooperative/uncooperative miniatures game set in the same universe. So it's designed by the minds behind 5 Parsecs and 5 Leagues. So they've got some great pedigree there. And it can be played solo, cooperatively, or as a group. And there's also options in there for you to play group-based scenarios as well. So you can have someone running as a sort of games master over your group effectively on the tabletop. The whole idea of the game is very similar to the role-playing game. You run a group of troubleshooters, and you are sent to go and deal with terrible, terrible things that are most likely going to kill you because that's your job. And you were a janitor 2 weeks ago. The other side of this that they've thrown into the mix, exactly, yes. You're also given, as you might have imagined, experimental weaponry that probably doesn't work and is also going to kill you and all sorts of different things like that. Exactly. It's basically rolling a one with a plasma gun in Warhammer 40,000, but all the time. The other thing is that the threat isn't just from the enemies and the creatures and the weird things that you face. The threat also comes. The threat also comes from within because you are encouraged, much like the role-playing game, to kill your friends because they're not your friends. They are all traitors to the computer. That guy definitely has mutant powers. You don't have mutant powers, but they definitely do, and you should kill them. But don't worry, because when you die, there are 5 other clones waiting to be used to continue your mission. So once you blow yourself up or you accidentally drop that hammer on your foot and break your toes, and then your friends have to shoot you, you can come back again in the next turn with another clone to help keep the fighting going, which is awesome.
That's all that matters.
So, yes, it sounds like an absolute hoot.
Yes.
And I think it's a really fun way for people to dive into a different sort of style of sci-fi game. Alongside the rules, which are coming out, which are written in the same Paranoia style as previous entries. So you've got that kind of vibe of sort of like tongue-in-cheek, very, sort of dystopian future writing where everything's kind of written conversationally and that kind of thing. Really fun little book. You also have a bunch of miniatures for you to dive into as well. They're all 32mm and done in resin. So you have a set that represents your troubleshooters. So they're kind of quote unquote good guys of Paranoia, armed with a variety of different weapons, as you can see there, looking very cool. Mix of male and female bodies as well. So you've got lots of fun things to play with. And I like that they've been doing that slightly more cartoony style that matches the artwork from the book as well. It's a nice touch.
I love how the guy at the back here, he's actually chosen correctly because that can't fire back. That will explode.
Or backfire.
That will explode.
Yeah.
All of those explode. Him.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Unless that hammer is like the one from Killing Floor, where it's actually just got explosives strapped to the end of it, and so when you hit things, it blows up. So
that's actually that's tannerite. That brick at the top is just never mind. On second thought, they're all dead. It's fine.
They're all dead all the time. You also have some helpful or less than helpful folks that are going to be popping up in your game. So you have security, who clearly have your best interests at heart, and they've not been sent to hunt you down because it's been revealed that you all have mutant powers and you're all terrible people. So you've got some security troopers there alongside the bots at the back that look super cool.
They all look like they need to know your medical insurance number.
Yes, very much so, yes. And if you get one digit wrong, you're dead.
This is actually what's going to happen in about 50 years. If you don't pay your TV license, these guys will show up.
It is, yeah.
I'll just beat you with sticks.
Yeah.
Or
Awkward.
chainsaws in this matter.
Yeah. Have you been watching QI without a license? Beep boop. Time to die. The little Sandy Toxfix face pops up in the screen. You also have the Vulture Squad, which comes from one of the expansions to the Paranoia RPG. They're a sort of interdimensional troops that are sent in to cause trouble and all sorts of different things like that. Come with a few bot versions and also some sort of regular human versions as well. So some really nice miniatures.
Smile.
I know. He definitely loves killing.
He loves it.
There's also
it's not about the money for him.
It's not. Yeah. You also have the utility bots. So, when you're walking around the facility, the computer obviously has a whole bunch of robots doing lots of all the incredibly important tasks, like cooking. But why is your friend Bob lying on the kitchen table? That's strange. Soylent Greens. So yes, some fun little robots for you to encounter in your endeavors there as well, which I think is really nice. And then last but not least, you've also got the high programmers. So when things go terribly, terribly badly and everything's gone to pot and you definitely need to be eradicated, that's when the high programmers come in and will blast you and turn you into a pair of smoking boots. And you'll be happy to know that there are 4 sets of smoking boots in the box. So you can use those as objective markers and all sorts of different things in your game.
It's nice to know religion doesn't change.
Exactly. You have been smoked. Yes. So lots of fun miniatures coming out for this one and a fun little game as well. As I say, designed by the guys who did 5 Parsecs from Home and 5 Leagues from the Borderlands. So if you're interested in that style of game, definitely worth having a look at this one and see what you think. Pre-orders available now, and they're looking to have this out in January next year. So, which is not too far away now. So lots of chances to dive into some fun cooperative adventures or uncooperative adventures when the new year rolls around. Very cool indeed.
Very cool.
Moving on from that, though, Shay, we have some more stuff that's a little bit pulpy from the folks at Wargames Atlantic with some more survivors.
Wargames Atlantic have brought out a nice... Well, they're taking pre-orders currently for their new Civilians and Survivors box.
Ooh.
Which I'll bring up now to show you all at home. There we go. Does that work?
It has worked, Shay.
Oh, yeah. Took a while. Yay, we're the best. But yeah, these look fantastic. I love hers. So yeah, they brought out this lovely little box to go with a couple of their other Civilians and Survivors box that they've done previously. This one, the ladies, got to represent the ladies. So this box contains 24 28mm figures. Could be used for a variety of things, as always. I mean, I just love her. Tracksuit. She's ready for a run.
It's soccer mom, Yeah.
She's not even got a weapon.
Yeah, she doesn't need it.
That's it.
Her Ford Raptor broke down on the way to school.
Yeah,
one look would kill you.
Yeah.
But no, so you get 24 hard plastic miniatures in this, and to be honest, I love them. I love their previous box as well. Their Civilians, because I don't need Civilians or Survivors for anything. But I want them.
But you want them, yeah.
But they could go in everything.
They could go in literally everything.
I mean, that's the excuse I use too, but I've resisted buying them. I've resisted buying them so far. They come with so far. Not for long. They come with a variety of weapons. So you've got shovels, baseball bats, machetes, shotguns, all the types of shotgun.
Yes.
AR-15s. Clearly they're American.
Obviously, yes.
No
AKs in there, Shay. I'm disappointed.
I'm not buying this one then. I guess. Well, I mean, she's got a nice hunting rifle, actually. You know what? That might sway me. We'll see. You've got pistols, revolvers, Uzis, hunting rifles, sniper rifles, the whole shebang. She is very based. sunglasses, and an 8x scope. That's bold.
It says there's no glare off her glasses when she's staring down the scope. So,
sure thing.
Yeah, that's how it works.
She's got the right idea. Sunglasses at a double barrel shotgun, you don't need to aim. That.
It's Hollywood cool, Shay. That's all that matters.
I respect. I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm not saying it's a bad decision.
I'm waiting now for the angry email from the Wargames Atlantic design team that was like, we only stuck that head on there because we thought it was cool. And you'd be like, well.
No, I completely respect it because I would do the same.
Yeah.
Cowboy hat, sunglasses. Obviously, she has a sniper rifle. Mm-hmm. That makes perfect sense. I'm just saying, she's got to be a pretty good shot. So yeah, as Job was saying there, you could swap. There's a bunch of different head options. There's body options and all. You can change out the guns. I mean, look at them all together.
It goes down that same route of a lot of the stuff that we're going to like.
School teacher with an M60
range where. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just seen a school teacher packing a like machine gun.
School teacher, man, come on. Stay strapped.
When the zombie apocalypse happens, you got to break out all the stuff you've got locked in that closet in the classroom. So
I wonder. But did it come from the school's personal protection armory, or did it come from Lost and Found?
Both. Yeah.
Also, it's not an M60. It's an M1014.
I like that you've got the mix of fully armed civilians, but then also the chance to just do them as running away as well. So if you wanted to do just a bunch of people just fleeing for their lives, you've got that option as well, which is quite a nice touch. So that's cool.
I mean, clearly this one here is actually running towards the enemy. She's just out for a jog.
Yeah.
She hasn't even noticed what's happening. She actually lived in Chicago most of her life.
I love that you've developed a backstory for these characters.
What else do you do? What else am I supposed to do? So here you see the sprues. There's so many weapon options on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
there's so many.
Yeah, it goes into that. It goes into that really nice sort of kit bashable side of things that you get with these. Because as you were saying, Shay, you can easily match these with the previous Survivor sets and all the other bits and pieces as well.
Damn right.
These would also be an interesting take on doing some modern operators.
It would, yes.
Exactly.
You could get some torso changes out, maybe put some body armor on and some helmets and that too.
Yeah.
Maybe even make some ragtag civilians who've just picked up SWAT gear or whatever off of dead guys.
Yeah, because Spectre obviously do the undercover / not really that undercover operatives where they're kind of wearing their civvies, but then with like a body armor or something on. So yeah, that'd be a really cool touch actually. So very cool. Yeah,
they're all very, very nice.
They are very nice indeed. But yeah, as you were saying, Shay, a bunch of other things that you can grab to pick those up. So there's loads of stuff over on the Wargames Atlantic store. So plenty of different plastic options. We've done unboxings and things for a whole bunch of the Wargames Atlantic range as well. So if you're interested, make sure to check those out. And I'm fairly sure Jerry has a sizable set of boxes sitting in his his room, ready to be unboxed in the future as well. So keep an eye out.
I'm sure they'll be thrown my way soon enough.
Yes, they will. But yes, lovely jubbly. Perfect for kind of, Walking Dead and all that kind of thing. I do believe they're going to be doing their own game set around the idea of kind of like riots and that kind of thing as well. So, and zombies and all that kind of stuff. So keep an eye out for that one as well. Super cool.
That'll be nice.
But yes, that is the news for now. We will return with even more news, but we're going to take a quick swish and we're going to go and check out a Kickstarter campaign with a fantasy twist. All right, folks, so we're back to check out a Kickstarter campaign, and we're going to be starting off with another one from 3D Breed. So 3D Breed, we've looked at them in the past. They have done a lot of historical Kickstarters and stuff previously to this, looking at World War II and ancients and all that kind of thing, and they've really made their sort of meat and potatoes out of that's a weird phrase. They've made their collection mostly out of 15mm fantasy, not 15mm historicals and things like that. But now they're making their way into the fantasy realm, which is where I was getting at with this. And this is a new campaign for WARFANE, which is going to be fantasy battles in the Untamed lands. The idea behind this is that it is the start of a much bigger project. So they're going to be diving into WARFANE in a big way over the next couple of months and years and things like that. Starting things out with 2 full armies of 32mm fantasy figures covering the orc tribes of Eloria and the dwarves of Karhul. That's the way you say it, baby. Yeah.
You have to say it.
You have to say it like that. I can tell you now, Shay, those pictures are going to be way smaller, so don't worry about it. Kickstarter, yeah.
We'll get rid of this.
So, 2 full armies, all entirely 3D printable. So this is just a digital-based campaign. I will say for people who do like the aesthetics of these, they do have merchants that eventually will sell their stuff physically. So if you are interested in that kind of thing, keep an eye out for more in the future. You never know. Maybe they might even come back and do a physical-based Kickstarter. I'll have to wait and see. But yes,
yep.
2 big armies, starting with the orc tribes of Eloria, who have got a little bit of that kind of Eastern sort of Mongol Empire style vibe to them, but still in keeping with very much kind of sort of classic green skin vibe as well, which I think is quite nice. Yeah. A really interesting take on these that I don't think I've seen any other companies doing this particular vibe to the orcs and goblins, which I think is quite nice. You get your command set in there, which comes with the chieftain, alongside all of the different command options you need for your actual regiments. So you have your orc command there with a champion, a standard bearer, and a musician. Standard fantasy fare, alongside stuff for your goblins as well. So you have them there with the musician, the standard bearer, and a champion who's doing the most important thing, pointing at the enemy.
That's why.
Yeah. How else do the goblins know what to shoot?
He is a goblin, so he may be pointing, run that direction. It's away.
He's just failed his morale test, so it works in both ways.
That's
Very good.
You just turn the picture around.
Yeah. You also have your orcs with spears as well. So these are going to be your rank and file of your orc army, resplendent with their spears, as you can see there, alongside their lovely little round shields. Lots of really nice detail on these figures as well. I like that they've got the kind of ramshackle armor element going on.
Yeah, very good detail on these. I love how like the boots have like holes and stuff in them.
Yes,
it's quite
nice
cool,
little
like
touch
that.
as well. Yeah, they clearly don't have all the adequate equipment, but it doesn't matter when you can kick someone's ass with just your shield, or bash them around the face with a helmet or something as well.
Exactly.
And obviously, because this is 3D printing, you can print as many of these as you like. You don't just get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these. You can just print off as many as you need and build as bigger forces as you like.
You only see 7 orcs with spears in this screen.
It's not double it all.
There's always
do the 3D printing things. Gotta make a horde. Alongside that, you also have your goblin archers as well, which I think are possibly my favourites in the little bunch. Sort of again going with that sort of classic goblin style to them, but I love their big spiky hair. I think it's a really nice touch. And there's lots of different poses once again as well. So really nice little selection of stuff, especially for skirmish games if you're looking to go down that route as well.
Yeah,
stick them on round bases.
Funky colours, as far as being.
Oh yes, you need like proper punk hairstyles.
Oh yeah,
you know, pinks, yellows, all that kind of thing. Right. Very cool. And lots of really nice expressions on their faces as well. So they're very characterful at the same time, which is a really nice touch. And then you do have a piece of artillery as well for the orcs. So you've got their orc catapult that you can see is winched back by a pair of goblins in those wheels. Very Roman.
That's very nice.
In design. I also like that it's been designed so that if you pushed it off the hill, it would just work as a massive rolling battering ram. Yeah. Just shoving everyone out of the way, which is a nice touch. You have the crew too.
Orc ingenuity.
Yeah. So you've got the 3 goblins there, one of them carrying the stone, and you've got the sort of orc slave driver, as it were, as well, making sure they do all the action. That guy is definitely getting shivved at night. The goblins are going to sneak into his tent and kill him. And they'll be like, I don't know. Oh, well, you'll have to promote someone else.
he's the meat back on the menu.
He is the meat back on the menu,
yes,
very much
so.
But again, really nice little kit there too, to give you something a little bit specialized to use in your force. And again, you can print as many of these as you like. That's the joy of 3D printing.
An entire army of goblins holding rocks.
You could, yeah. Mount them on the back of flying things as if they're dropping them on people. That'd be great. Yeah. Like World War II airmen throwing bricks out of planes. On the other side of things, we also have the dwarves of Karhul. Because if you're going to have orcs and goblins, you've got to have some dwarves to fight them. And again, they have another similar command set. Comes with a standard bearer, musician, and champions for both their crossbowmen. and also their standard warriors. You also get the dwarf Jarl as well in there as well, who can lead the way with his rather badass-looking axe and a fearsome set of horns. Yes, this is one of the things.
That's like the traditional dwarven helmet kind of thing. Nope, hat.
Yeah, it's a very much sort of like it feels kind of weirdly like Italian almost, which I think is quite an interesting way of. Yeah. So you have that kind of standard, as you said, sort of like padded armor and chainmail of the dwarves, but then you also have those slightly different hats, which sort of takes them in a different direction. So I think it's quite nice, and again sets them apart from other dwarf ranges out there, from the likes of Fireforge and things like that as well. So a nice little set of models for you to build up the sort of leaders of your force. You also then have your dwarf warriors, so they've come with their axes and shields as standard, and again, really nice set of poses for those. They have knees. Win.
That's good. That's a good start.
Really nice sculpted designs on the shield as well, which I think are going to absolutely pop with speed paints or contrasts and things like that. So you can really make those come to life.
Very much so.
As I've always said when it comes to dwarves, if the beards look good, the rest of the model kind of just follows. And I think these guys have got some very nice beards going on.
The beardage is very good.
They're not your typical over-the-top beard.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
with flowing down all the way to the bottom. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And tripping on their own braids.
Yeah. You also then have your dwarf crossbowmen as well. So you've got your range contingent. So effectively both armies have got a solid core of infantry alongside a set of ranged options for you to keep the enemy at bay. And then the dwarves, because of course the dwarves do, they have a cannon.
Cannon.
Boom, let it go.
Dwarf cannon.
Yeah.
Does it
that
fire
guy's
dwarves?
Yes, it does.
Good.
Yeah. Little tiny dwarves. That guy carrying the cannonballs is definitely making a joke. Have you seen my balls, mate? You can light me on fire. Anyway,
they're charging. Put it in the damn cannon.
Well, just juggle them.
You think the Jarls are as big as this?
And the narrative has decided he's the funny one in the group. So some really nice stuff there on that front as well for the dwarves. This isn't everything. This is a 3D breed campaign, so there's even more bits and bobs for you to dive into as well. So you do get some terrain. There's a little free gift for taking part in the campaign. But they have unlocked a whole bunch of extra stuff already that is going to be in development. So you have orc archers, dwarves with two-handed weapons, goblins with spears, dwarves with rifles, goblins with hand weapons, so you can replace those for the orcs if you like, dwarf berserkers, orc chieftain mounted on a hyena, another dwarf jarl mounted on a shield with two bearers, which is pretty cool. Even more dwarf berserkers and the goblin bolt thrower as well. And then even more on top of that, there's loads of stuff coming down the line. If you are tempted by the look of these and you want to try them out for yourself, there are some free samples. You could just make an entire army of clones if you wanted.
That's it, yep. I do love a good free sample for 3D stuff, because you never really know what you're kind of getting with it. And then you get a free sample. Okay, print it. That's it.
Even with a established company like 3D Breed, who've done lots of things in the past, because they're changing tack and going for something fantasy, it's not in their same sort of wheelhouse when it comes to fantasy, historical stuff. It's nice to see them offering this up, so you can be like, look, you can see what quality we have and sort of how we build our kits and things. So definitely a good start on that side of things. They are also going to be working towards, as I say, an entire universe of stuff. So they have lots and lots of plans for them to build up the Untamed lands with different armies. They have already teased a map and all sorts of different things for this as well, which you'll see further down, where they've kind of pinpointed things like the undead coming out alongside
Dwarf Reaper cannon.
I know. I want to know what that does. It just fire?
Yeah.
Just fire scythes.
I hope so.
You've also got, as I say, undead human barbarians coming down the road. They've also got saurians and all sorts of different things. So there's lots and lots of scope for them to do some fun bits and pieces with this. Elves, I would imagine, will be on the way too. They are also going to do a set of rules for this, which is again a little bit of a first for 3D Breed. Normally they don't play around with the rules and they just allow you to use them with whatever you've got, but they're going to be doing a set of rules that will be entirely free for you to download, which is always great to hear. So once those are out, you'll be able to snap those up. I'm sure they'll be coming in a future campaign as well. All available as digital files. So you simply go over, download these armies, get building and having some fun. If you
try
dry undead. And ogres below that as well. Maybe dry undead ogres.
Oh my god, Jerry will die.
If you are interested in this range of models and you want to play a game with them before Warfane actually comes out, you could obviously use these for the likes of Oathmark or Kings of War or Midgard. Lots of different games out there for you to have some fun with. So yeah, fun stuff coming out of 3D Breed, sort of changing direction, going for fantasy rather than historical, but it'll be fun to see what they do with this going forward. And yeah, lots of fun things there for you to start out with if you like orcs and dwarves. Very, very cool indeed. So, yes, we're going to take another swooshy swish, and then we'll be back with even more for you to sink your teeth into.
Even more news, bitches!
So we are back with even more news, and sticking with a little bit of a fantasy theme, we had a fun release from the folks at Footsore Miniatures and Games. So Mark Farr, who is one of the people who owns the company, was like, I like orcs. I want more orcs. I miss my old orcs. Hold on a second. I own a miniatures company. Let's make some orcs.
Wouldn't
and
you,
that is exactly what they've done.
You just would. You simply would.
You simply would. So this is Mark Farr's orcs under the name MORCs. I guess
because he wanted
work
more.
Out why.
More orcs.
Very, very good. And this is a selection of Oldhammer style miniatures done to replicate the Games Workshop era from sort of 2nd and 3rd edition Warhammer Fantasy. The whole vibe of this was that, as I was saying before, Farr had a real love of orcs from back in the day, and they could never get all the miniatures that they wanted for their orc army. Because this was back when Games Workshop just didn't do some things, and they would be like, "Well, if you want orcs with great weapons, go and buy them from someone else, or make your own, or whatever." And so, inspired by that, Mark has decided that they're going to dive in and effectively make all of the orcs that they ever wanted from back in the day. Now, their ambition is large, but obviously the scope of making miniatures is realistic.
Yes.
And so rather than just do literally everything straight away, they have decided to instead base this on a particular supplement that came out for Warhammer Fantasy Battles called Bloodbath at Orcs Drift, which was a fantasy set of scenarios and campaign where 3 orc armies came together to fight against a set of humans, elves, and dwarves. And stuff like that. So everything that has been designed here is based around those 3 armies, those sort of main characters for the different orc armies and their generals, alongside all of their core troops as well. And so everything you see here has been done to kind of fill in all the gaps and effectively build those armies for back in the day. So if you are looking to replay Bloodbath at Orcs Drift, or you want to just build a set of 3 orc armies with that kind of distinctive old school style, this is very much nailed on for you to do that. They're all provided in metal. Glorious, glorious metal. And they fit the aesthetic of orcs from, as Mark said in the description, before the orcs took up weight training.
Yeah,
so
that's fair. Yep.
So they're all a little bit more spindly. They're a little bit more in keeping with the kind of Tolkien-esque version of orcs that you would have seen from kind of like Bakshi's interpretation of them and that kind of thing as well in the movies and things. Still got that kind of trademark big jaws with the tusks and things like that, which is very reminiscent of the orcs from the period. But again, very much in that kind of old school vibe of 2nd and 3rd edition Warhammer Fantasy. You can buy, I think we have the web store link as well. You can, because there's lots and lots of them for you to choose from. You can buy all of the different heroes individually, so the different leaders of the various armies. You can buy them as bundles, so you can get the whole set of them together. Again, themed off Orcs Drift. So if you're diving in, you can be like, what do I need for this army? Here's all the models you require for it. And obviously, because it's Warhammer Fantasy, you don't need oodles and oodles and oodles of stuff from back in the day. Regiments were fairly small back then, which is kind of cool. They were very representative, which is always nice to see.
Yeah.
But you still get lots and lots of stuff to play around with, which is cool. So there's all the different armies for you to pick from, alongside allowing you to buy each of the sets individually as well. So if you do want to dive in and just pick up a set of spearmen, a set of guys with great weapons, bodyguards, archers, anything else in between, you'll be able to go and get your hands on that, alongside some larger figures as well. I mean, I love that guy.
Dogs are so adorable. I
and
love
so
that.
quintessentially old school.
They're so cool.
Yeah, they are very good. There's even some big things. So obviously you would have seen the Wyvern at the beginning of when we were looking at this stuff, but there's also a big giant as well, which is super cool. So lots and lots of different things for you to choose from when it comes to building up this collection. And as I say, this is but the beginning of Mark's journey, as I assume there's going to be more MORCs, in the future coming up for this one as well, to satiate themselves and make sure that they have literally everything they could ever dream of. I would absolutely love for this to turn into other armies as well, because obviously Mark has said that this is for orcs, but I'd love to see melfs, so some elves, or moomins. And
very good.
Dwarfs. That doesn't work.
Morphs.
MD Morphs. Yes, well done, John.
No,
Morphs, moomins, and melfs.
If you didn't, what was that last one? If you did morphs, though, it would just all be beard.
Yes, it
all
would.
Beard. Just like a little nose. That's it.
So yeah, really fun little collection of stuff. Born out of
nice.
a love and a desire for old school Warhammer from 2nd and 3rd edition. So if you're somebody who's in the same boat as Mark Farr and you want to get your hands on these, they're all available right now over on the Footsore Miniatures and Games website. They get the thumbs up and the seal of approval from the likes of Trish Carden and people like that as well, who are obviously sculptors from back in the day. So it's a really fun little love letter to that period of Warhammer back
very,
then.
very nice.
Very nice. I think we should close out with a little bit more historical stuff, actually. And John is fizzing to talk about some more stuff for World War III and Checkpoint Charlie from the folks of Battlefront.
That's right, because what's a weekender where John reads the running order, because there are some tanks in that running order.
I know how to get him to actually read. It's great.
Yeah. Yep. So for Checkpoint Charlie, the next thing we have coming out is a limited edition box called the Centurion Armored Squadron. I always have a little bit of an annoyance when they say limited edition box.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. Mm-hmm. Just like my whole rant over Team Yankee needs infantry in the boxes. However, I'm okay with this being all tanks, because in this box are some of my favorite armored vehicles from the post-war period. We're starting off with the likes of the Centurion, as the Mark II 5s, I think, or is it the Mark III 5s? 5.2s, sorry, they're Mark 5s. They're just great tanks. They're still, there's some of them are still in service. They were the tank the British wanted at the end of World War II.
Right.
Didn't get.
Yeah.
And then Conqueror. Conqueror is fun. Conqueror is fun because it's a modern tank, but it's all it's like the acoustic Abrams.
Okay, right.
Acoustic Abrams, yeah.
The acoustic Abrams.
Yeah,
where today we have computer technology and digital battlefields and all that sort of stuff. Conqueror basically went, I have all those capabilities too, but it's all done with mechanical calculators.
Ah, right.
So, yeah, it's a very interesting thing. It's the only real serious British tank that moved into sort of the heavy stroke, super heavy tank category. They are a monster.
Boy.
I've seen a couple up close. They are absolutely horrendously huge. A lot of cool technology in them and stuff like that. But we get, okay, calm down.
He's getting excited.
I have to stop. So we get 2 of those in the box.
Yeah.
We get 5 Centurions, which is absolutely fine. We get the M109 self-propelled howitzers, which are in the back. We get 1 432 F432 forward observer, which is basically just a 432 with the guy who has a pair of binoculars, radio.
Great.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Yep.
Maybe an extra set of radios. Then we have the swing fire anti-tank vehicles, which are 432s with missile launchers on them.
Ah, okay.
Which is great. Then we get probably one of the most successful vehicles next to the Centurion the British have ever built, which is the CVRT Scorpion, which is our little light tank in there. To give you
so adorable.
To give you a really brief rundown on CVRT, it was a whole family of vehicles that did everything from ambulances to scout vehicles to light reconnaissance and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Currently brought back into service in Ukraine.
Wow.
And have been proving very successful in Ukraine because they found out that the vehicle, even though it's fully tracked, not only has speed, but also is quiet. So it's a lot quieter than a standard tank to run around, and they're lighter. They're only about 12 to 13 tons, and they're all aluminium armor, so they're all quite light and air portable and stuff like that.
What's the guns on those then? Are they just good for dealing with other sort of light vehicles, or is it lighter
on Scorpion? It's a 75mm low velocity gun, right? So it is good when you come across stuff like armor personnel carriers and other scout vehicles, and that it's not meant to fight; it's meant to observe. And then if it
do a bit of recce,
if it gets spotted, it has enough firepower to get the other guy's head down and then back out.
Nifty,
but very successful vehicle. A lot of fun, very quick.
Very nice box.
It is a nice box, and bar the fact that it doesn't have infantry, and I could personally leave the M109s at home as well because I'd rather just have the British Abbott, but I don't believe the Abbott is a plastic kit anyway, so...
Which is why you probably wouldn't have it in the set, I guess.
You need to have the plastic set as a starter box. So, but Conqueror and Centurion are two great additions into this. Definitely. And it's a system I've kind of alluded at least in the office anyway, talking about wanting to play before, because I know Team Yankee had a power creep problem where everybody started, like for a British player example, started with just chieftains. Then they backtracked and added Centurions. Then they forwarded it and put Challenger 1s in. And it's a real kind of hodgepodge of you've got to bring your best stuff all the time to play a game of Team Yankee. You're immediately not taking your chieftains. You got to take challengers, or you got to take certain aircraft. But with Checkpoint Charlie, it's limiting that time space.
Yeah.
So there can only be a certain amount of things available at the time, because at the same time this stuff was around, the Soviets had T-55, T-34s are still bombing around the place, and their heavy tank program, which was T-10, the later T-10 heavy tank was basically the only kind of big piece of armor they had, though. IS-3. They had IS-3 and T-10.
IS-3, yeah, exactly.
I love that John has tank Tourette's, where he's thinking and then he says, another tank designation.
Limiting that time period, it makes sense for Checkpoint Charlie, and I think it's something they should, perhaps in the next edition of World War III, really draw the lines on periods.
Yes.
So that we can go from 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s and have army lists that fit those decades a bit tighter.
Yeah. I liked what they're trying to do with Checkpoint Charlie as well, because one of the things that was fascinating about it is that Team Yankee very much, obviously correct me if I'm wrong, has that focus of very much sort of Europe and that fight between the Warsaw Pact and that kind of thing. And then of course there's the invasion of the US by the Soviets and things like that. Whereas with Checkpoint Charlie, it looks like they're scoping out further afield. So they're doing things like the what if of the Vietnam War, if things went a little differently, who got involved with it, and then also stuff in the Middle East as well, because I think they're tying in things from like Fate of Nations at the same time. So that'd be quite interesting to see how that works. So.
You had in the particular period of the 50s through to about the 70s, you have a lot of unrest in a lot of different countries, including the European countries. There was a lot of the Soviets and Hungary and all that sort of stuff, it didn't go so well. But a lot of Middle East uprisings and stuff were starting to take shape. Was the Soviet-Afghan war, was that 80s? Was that pretty late on, if I remember right?
I'm not sure.
No, you're asking.
I'm sure someone will tell us in the comments if it was, but
I'm not too up on my where Soviet invaded that decade. But where they tried
I'll have to do some research now. Where can I take my Soviets? Everywhere.
But there's a lot more. There's a lot more scope to tell what ifs in the past rather than what Team Yankee itself was trying to do, which was to kind of reshape a closer future kind of thing, a closer to the present time. Which runs into all sorts of weird technical complications anyway, like why is Challenger 1 in here? Why is Leopard 2A5 involved in this? Because they really are mid to late 90s.
Yeah.
Even early 2000s, and it's still...
And I suppose if you're looking at things like 1960s to 70s, I mean, you've even got the Korean War and things like that to look at as well.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you've actually got literal conflicts that are happening around the world, rather than with Team Yankee, where it's effectively fictitious because it's a Cold War that went hot, rather than it just being this simmering conflict. You've actually got proper conflicts happening around the world. So lots of interesting things to dive into on that side of things. Very cool.
Very nice.
Yeah. I will say Battlefront, this is a limited set, as you were pointing out, John. So it's where you can get everything in one place. A lot of these kits will then be available separately, but it is a little bit of a shame that you can't get everything just in that one bundle alongside all the PDFs and things you need for Checkpoint Charlie. But you never know. Maybe we'll have like a starter set or something in the future. That'd be quite fun with two sides. We'll have to wait and see.
Period specific nice. 2-player starter sets, please.
Yes.
If anyone in Battlefront still listens to me, they don't.
You've got the infantry side of things for like an edition, so
I did, yeah.
You got that
infantry in boxes, guys. Come on. They're like, if we don't do this, he is going to continue to just ruin our reputation. I am.
Closing things out, then, moving away from a what if scenario to some fighting in the Wild West. We got a little bit of a sneak peek at Dead Man's Hand and some more stuff coming out of Great Escape Games because, Shay, they're going to be doing the US Cavalry as a plastic sprue.
Whenever you say Wild West, I was going, wow, wow, wow. You were still talking.
Wiki. Yes.
Wiki, Wild West. Yes. So, for Dead Man's Hand from Great Escape Games, if I could say their name right, would be good. We are getting some lovely US Cavalry finally. Oh my god! Yes, it's about time. So yeah, as you can see here, we haven't got the proper box yet, but we do have the box art. Very nice. Look at that. Oh, I didn't even notice the dog.
Yeah, it comes with the beagle.
What?
Yeah.
What? Oh well, that's it. I mean, buy the box. I don't know why I'm looking over there. You're here. Buy the box.
Thanks for watching this week. We'll come back on Sunday for XLPS.
By the dog. Right, I've been completely derailed now because of the dog. Wow. Okay. So yeah, so far we've just been shown the box art with a beautiful dog, and as long with the two beautiful sprues. So it is dismounted cavalry. It's not you don't get any horses in it unless someone wants to try and ride the dog. Yes, if you have a gnome or something, you could probably
you can play your bugle on a beagle.
Exactly. Stop that. That's one, yeah. Each frame will allow you to make 5 of your beautiful plastic men. You can arm them with carbines and or revolvers. Get this bigger for you. Look at that, 10 out of 10. I do like that they've done the. There's some good head options, by the way, as well.
Yes, lots of different head options.
Lots of different head options on this, but I do love how they've done the torsos and the legs. I kept thinking trousers. The horses and the trousers separate. Yeah. So you can actually mix and match. Well. Yeah, kind of. So you can actually mix and match different dog. I'm sorry, I love that. Shut up. You can actually mix and match some torsos and trousers and stuff, which is quite nice. But you can also make you can make an officer. You can make a bugler, and of course you can make the beagle. Oh, he's the best boy. But yeah, I mean, it's been. I think we've been waiting quite a while for these, have we not?
Yes, yeah, they've been long awaited.
Some cavalry, yeah. But yeah, it's looking good. It's looking very good.
You also get the options on the kit to make your Native Americans that will be fighting alongside the US Cavalry, which we just seen in the artwork as well.
Yeah,
and then also there's head options for the Buffalo Soldiers at the same time too. So the sort of well-renowned element of the US Cavalry is also available for you to make, which I think is quite nice. So you've got lots of nice little historical touchstones as part of that set. I love that you've got those big gloves that the US Cavalry always wore.
Yeah, they're white, aren't they? White leather.
Yeah,
they're massive.
They just
stick out so much.
Yeah, you get so much crap stuck in those. Like, if you fell off your horse, there'd be so much dirt and rubble inside your glove.
You have to spend hours cleaning it afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Awful. Oh.
But yeah, really nice plastic set. Will allow you to, as with all of the Dead Man's Hand one, the plastic kits will allow you to make 10 because you get two sprues in there.
Yeah, exactly. And these come out in December. So
yes, because they're going to go to
very
Kickstarter with these.
Yes, they are indeed. Yep. So you can see here, they're actually going to go Kickstarter with these.
So
just back it for the dog.
Yes. If you back through the Kickstarter, you get them in December at a little bit of a discounted price. Otherwise, the general release is going to be January next year, 2026.
Yes.
And they are going to do mounted options as well. So you will be able to have your Cavalry as Cavalry, which is really cool. So,
I wonder if you'll get a dog in that one.
I'd hope so.
I hope so.
Dog sitting on the back of the horse.
Yeah, dog sitting on the back of the horse. Yeah, you can blow your bugle with your beagle on the back of a. Oh man, is there a bay? A bay horse.
There you go. See, it all. I love it when a plan comes together.
So more stuff for Dead Man's Hand. It'll be really fun to see if they do additional plastic sets for all the other various factions that are available for that game.
Yeah.
I'm sure that Jerry will be picking some of those up and adding them to his collection.
Jerry will get them anyway.
He will do, yeah. That's true, yeah. And then you can give the beagles, just endless beagles to you, Shay.
Oh, Beagle Army. Beagle Army, let's go.
That's how we get Shay into Kings of War.
That's it. Give me dogs. Give me dogs, give me death.
A beagle bloodbath. So... that brings us to the end of the show for this week. Don't forget to do all of your necessary shenanigans, like, share, subscribe. If there's like a weird hype button, press that. Apparently it's a thing. Because the more people that see this, the more reason for us to keep our jobs.
Press the hype button because we don't know what it does either.
We don't know what it does.
No,
see what
I don't
it's
think
about.
YouTube does either.
Yeah, no one knows. But it'll be fun, right? If you want to watch more of us waffling away, we will be back next week. Jerry will be back as well. We'll be able to talk about all sorts of fun things that have come out of the world of wargaming. There's a Warhammer preview later on tonight / tomorrow, which comes out perfectly for when we've filmed the show. Great. Thanks, GW. You always do this. Wonderful. I'm sure we'll look at what is mentioned next week on the show. If you want to hear me, John, and Shay chatting utter nonsense, then you can come and join us on Sunday for the Cult of Games XLBS as well. So just become a subscriber, head on over, or maybe even get a free trial, watch some of the backstage stuff that we have over there, Cult of Games stuff we have over there. Got it right. Yeah, and join in because there's a whole library of different things for us to check out. Lots of discussion points and all that kind of thing too. But yes, do all of those YouTube shenanigans and then either join us next week or on Sunday for more nonsense. Bye-bye for now. You guys never wave.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.